The last thing I want to talk about in chapter one is what's called the circular flow diagram, right? And this kind of gives us a picture of how the macro economy works. And so a lot of textbooks end chapter one with the circular flow diagram, as this textbook does, um, but focused only on what's in the middle here, right? On the firms and the households. And the idea here is that firms, which make the goods and services, will sell them to the households. The households will buy the goods and services. But the way the households get money in order to buy the goods and services is by providing labor to the firms. So keep in mind that that circular flow has to happen. If one of the things gets cut off, then the system can break down, and that's often what happens in a recession is that people stop buying or firms stop producing, which means that income for one of the two goes down, and that breaks off the other one. One of the things that is emphasized in another textbook I've used is that one person's spending is another person's income. Every time you buy something, it's going as income to somebody, either to the workers or to the managers or to the firm owners or to the landlords. It's going somewhere. And so when that spending decreases, then production is going to decrease as well. Now, what I like about this textbook is that it puts that circular flow diagram into a larger picture, right? The biosphere and physical environment. Uh, and it shows that we take a lot of things from the biosphere and physical environment, things like land and raw materials and energy and water, and then we put out a lot of pollution and waste. And if we're not taking that pollution and waste into account when we're making our production decisions and our consumption decisions, then we're going to end up with too much pollution and waste, right? And that's one of the things we've seen, and that's going to be one of the challenges that economics has to deal with in the very near future. One last piece here is that if we look at that parents caring labor piece here, is that there's an emphasis in this textbook also to note that there's a lot of work that goes on in an economy that does not get paid and therefore does not get measured, right? So work that you do at home, cooking, cleaning, taking care of kids, taking care of other relatives, that doesn't get measured because it's not paid labor. But it doesn't mean that it's less valuable. It doesn't mean that it doesn't take time, which of course it does. So it's always good to keep that in the back of our mind as well.